The Bay Area heat is bringing out a surge in snakes, and it is more than just your garden variety. Some can be lethal. New at 10, KTVU's Ken Pritchett is live at Mount Diablo, where pet owners in particular are being told to beware of rattlers. Ken.
Well, we talked to a cyclist this afternoon who says that he frequently sees rattlesnakes crossing the road here at Mount Diablo State Park. There are more sightings where these wild lands meet urban areas, and experts say we're seeing more snakes because of the heat, but also because there are simply more snakes. That's due to a very wet year we had, they say, right before this drought that boosted the population. This is a northern Pacific rattlesnake, and a big one at that. It's the kind of critter David Allen wrangles for a living.
This warm weather is definitely making my life a little busier.
We are in Belmont at a neighborhood that borders open space. David says he gets several calls a week for rattlesnakes in places just like this.
There's several rattlesnakes. They have several rattlesnakes in the backyard here. Babies and adults.
He says hot weather brings snakes out in the morning and in the evening. Neighbor Dave Tognati says he gets 3 to 4 a year.
In our backyard, in our pool, one time even in our garage.
If you do get bit by one, it's definitely a serious medical issue.
But the biggest or most frequent threat may be to dogs. Dogs that are fearless, and dogs that end up at the veterinarian.
It's been a pretty busy rattlesnake spring so far for us.
Dr. Gerry Del Campo with East Bay Veterinary Specialists Emergency in Walnut Creek says this 8-year-old pit bull was brought in this morning. You can see the bruising from a nasty rattlesnake bite on its underside. She's being treated with antivenom. Time is of the essence, but most dogs do recover. The vet's advice for dog owners:
keep them on leash if you can. That tends to help keep them away. Most dogs are very curious and they'll hear the snake, and instead of avoiding it, they'll go right up and sniff it, paw it, and that's usually how they get bit.
There is a snake bite vaccine available for dogs. Your vet will know if it is right for your pet. As for snake catcher David Allen, he says the best advice if you run across a rattlesnake is to just leave it alone, because he says that snake wants to get away. At Mount Diablo, Ken Pritchett, KTVU Channel 2 News.
Thousands of